Now, Nintendo, not too long ago, announced is that we were going to have these things called Amiibos. And for those of you who don't know what they are, basically, they're these little figures, little figurines that are mounted on like a little surface, which has like a little chip inside it that is able to be read from the Nintendo gamepad, the gamepad controller, that big thing with the screen on it. It's intended to, like for the Smash Brothers game, you know, we've got the first wave of characters, and it's basically, it reads into the game, you level that character up, that's the idea, that's the concept of it anyways. I personally think it's kind of an unfair advantage, because if you level that character up, like let's say I buy a Sonic character, and I level the shit out of that thing, and it's all the way at its max, and I keep using that to battle with my friends, I'm gonna have a much better advantage because that Amiibo character is at a higher level than just your regular character within the game. Kind of an unfair advantage, that's just how I see it, but anyways, that's what they do. That's what their purpose is to have these little collectibles and just be able to scan them within the game. That's their purpose. But I've been finding that people are not really buying them for that reason. Like they're getting scooped up. They are. These Amiibos are getting scooped up, you know, all over the place. And whether parents are buying it for their kids, but even the little kids are using it as just like toys. They're just playing with them as toys, which is kind of funny to me. Or people around my age, or maybe a little younger, maybe slightly older, they're scooping it up because they think it just looks good on a shelf. And whether they take it out of the packaging or not, because some people will still leave them in the package and just kind of, you know, have them on the shelf displayed still, that's fine, whatever. It's funny because I think more people are buying these for the reasons of just collecting them. And it's again, I think that's really cool, but it's not what Nintendo had originally hoped for. Because, I mean, bottom line though, they're selling. It's funny to see how these things are being sold all over. Like, they're really doing well. And it's really cool because we're also going to be getting another wave of these Amiibo characters. And not just for Smash, but for other games like the new Mario Party 10 that'll be releasing, for Mario Kart 8. I mean, that game's already been out for a while, but we just haven't seen the characters or the figurines for those. There's also Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and I know that game just came out recently, but I haven't seen any Amiibo characters for that. There was another one, the new Yoshi game that's going to be coming out. So a handful of games. I really don't know if Nintendo is going to pursue something with any other games besides those, as far as I know. But that's basically it. As far as what's been going on with the Amiibos, there were a couple other stories that I did come across, which was really interesting. A couple defect Amiibos, one in a bad way and one in a really good way too. And I'll start with the bad. It was a Luigi figure that was basically missing his left hand, and the second one was a really good one. Basically, what it was is that, like, we all know that Samus has the blaster on her right hand, or right arm, excuse me. But this defect had two blasters on both arms. It was really cool looking, and that actually sold on eBay for, what was it, $2,500. They sold that little thing for that much money. I mean, it is a rare find, that is for sure, but it was sold for that much money, $2,500. That is insane, because these things in retail stores go for, like, I think it was 12 or 15 bucks. You're definitely making some profit on that one, you know, and that's pretty lucky, actually. I mean, it's not every day you find something like that. So yeah, whoever the dude was that sold that, man, you lucked out. And finally, really the last part of the as far as what's happening with the Amiibos, there was unfortunate news from Nintendo, because they had just announced that they were going to be discontinuing 3 of the Amiibos. 3 certain characters, which means that those specific characters, when they're done, they're going to be really high in demand, and they're going to be just the ones to go for, and people are going to sell them on eBay for a lot more. We all know that's going to happen, but those characters are Marth, the Wii Fit Trainer, and the Villager. It's just those 3. I don't know why Nintendo's doing something like this. It just seems a little too soon. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, that's basically the Amiibos. It's an interesting concept. If it were me personally, I would just be scooping it up just to collect it. I wouldn't even take them out of the box. That's how I would play it. I know that's how a lot of others are playing it. You can Google up Amiibo collections and see what people have built up to so far. I think there was one I saw that was like a near perfect collection, which is kind of cool. But people are really building up on that stuff. It's no different than the Skylanders. Like look at the Skylanders games. We got all those little figurines, and people have been showing videos off of their collections, which is, I gotta say, that's pretty awesome. Like, kudos to you guys for doing that. Some people may find it a little weird. I think it's kind of cool. But also for me, I would never invest in something like that. That's a lot of money to be investing. Not just like with the game and what console you have, but for all these figurines, that's the big one right there. That's a lot of money that you're talking right there with those figurines. I can't even wrap my mind around it. So, what do you guys think about the Amiibos so far? Is this something that you plan on, getting for yourselves? Are you gonna get these for just the sake of collecting them? Do you actually use them with your Wii? Do you actually utilize them for what they were intended to? Leave your comments down below, and as I'd like to hear from you guys. I'll also have a link in the description down below. There's quite a few articles that I stumbled across when I was looking all of this up, so you'll be able to see those articles for yourselves. Again, down in the link description below, you'll be able to check that out. Be sure to give me a thumbs up on the video, you guys, if you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.